we're going to run through the stables quick for you and get you guys out of off YouTube. What do you got here? Jared has 2 horses for us swimming up at First Line. He has Final Answer and Road Tripper. Road Tripper's there because his feet were a little bit sore. He should be back training soon. Ready to go soon. Final Answer is swimming, jogging, swimming, jogging. We crowd that right hind leg the other day. As soon as the scabs start to form on those crowd dots, start training him right away. But he looks good now, sound. The veterinarian found that, I remember we'd always talked about there's a number of little issues with Final Answer, and I thought that his original issue number 1, if you will, was that left front hole in that suspensory, and it wasn't. It was a tiny little line on the top of his sesamoid that could only be detected by an ultrasound, and confirmed by an x-ray. But Final Answer's good now. He's going to begin training soon. We've been jogging him and swimming him, so he hasn't missed a lot of time. He just needs quite a few more training miles, but we'll get him there. So that's Jared's barn. He has 2 horses. We're going to combine him with, who did we combine with last week? Angie. We can put 4 of them in here. So we get Angie Coleman also has 4 horses for us. Ivanka was sold the other day. We finally cut her loose. Somebody wanted her out in Illinois. For what? I'm not sure, but she's gone. Lincoln James raced great off 4 weeks, 26-4 in the end of it. Huge mile. Luke Plano drove him, did a great job with him. He looked awesome. Not an angel, almost ready to go, our girl. Angie said she's the soundest she's ever seen in her life. Great. Been waiting for this for a long time. This filly's had a rough childhood, and she is now ready to go. Olympic hopeful, made a little break last week, but as you know, that happens with 2-year-olds. I think she'll be on her toes this next week when she races. And a new horse out to Angie is See You in Tuscany. We sent him. Obviously, he wasn't going to be a stake horse in Ohio, which is unbelievably saddening. But at the same time, it is what it is. We deal in reality. So the reality was he wasn't doing it in Ohio. It's a little cheaper, bigger track, easier racing out in Illinois. So speed's never been his problem. You know, we got a bigger track for this colt now and a little softer targets to look at. I think that See You in Tuscany will do just fine out in Illinois. We'll also lump in a couple of more little small stables. Brandon Bates, Beach Bum BD, is ready to go Tuesday, 3-1. Havana Unana, pick for second, 7-2, I think, from post 8 in Indiana. And if nothing else, you can be sure she's handy as a shirt pocket. He'll have a lot of fun with her, I think. And then racing next Saturday will be Jailhouse Master. I'd like to see him train him up real hard before then, but we'll see. Jailhouse Master will be racing next Saturday at Indiana. And we also have Tim Twaddle. We opted to leave some horses. I think I'm missing one here. With Mr. Twaddle, we opted to leave some horses. He does a great job. He's meticulous. Really, they just need a lot of care at this point. And that's what they're getting at Tim Twaddle's barn at the Meadows. Just for Me and You stayed there. So did Path of Totality and Rose Run Versatile. So those are 4 barns, smaller barns, but 4 barns. We'll get to the bigger barns in a minute. Kevin, Harry, and Jason. But we opted to start with Jared, Angie, and Brandon and Tim. So those are 4 stables. They all have 3, 3, 4, 2. So that's 6, 10, 12 horses there. We'll be back in a minute with Harry, Kevin, and Jason.